Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. Life is a lot right now. I'm recovering from a bad fall, etc., etc. Let's get started and talk about it. Life's kind of crazy. I thought I would do just a quick life update, but I'm going to start off not talking about me. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Al, which I have his permission to tell you because I asked before I videotape, because I always want to be respectful of my family and my friends if I choose to talk about them. But one of the things is that my husband's had some health issues that we didn't know were going to come up. But that happens when you get older. I mean, like he said, he's 67. He'll be 68 the end of December. The good news is he's doing an excellent job navigating it. He's doing really well right now, and he's listening to doctor's orders, and he's taking really good care of himself. So things are on the up and up, and everything is going well, but it's a lot because when you have things like that happen, and I've got doctor appointments, and he has doctor appointments, it can be quite a bit because, hey, when I first started the channel, I was going to the doctor once every 3-4 months. Now I go to the doctor every 3-4 months, right in there. I go to, actually every 3 months, so 4 times a year. I go to the dentist every 2 months. Now I'm going to the eye doctor twice a year. And now, which I haven't yet because of my fall, I am now going to be going to a retina specialist. So I'm like, oh my goodness. And then my husband has doctor appointments and things like that. He's doing well. And so things, like I said, things are on the up and up with him. So, but it's a lot to try to schedule and navigate. And even though we both have insurance, we know this stuff is not free. You always have to pay some things out of pocket. We all know that, okay? So that all being said, the other day I slipped on some water and I had a fall and I stretched a tendon. I probably should have gone in on my knee, on the inside of my knee. Now, it is getting better because I'm not in the kind of pain I was. The strange thing is it didn't hurt me to stand, and it really didn't hurt me to sit, but it did hurt me to stand up, okay? And I was kind of hobbling around. I am getting better, but this is the thing I've noticed. I've had a couple falls in the last few years, okay? And I try to be careful not to fall, but I noticed something. It is taking a lot longer to heal from things than when I was younger, okay? Maybe some of you can relate. The good news I have to say about when speaking about health is I rarely, knock on wood, and nobody in my family ever seems to come down with kind of a cold or flu or anything like that. Like my lungs are really good. You know, I always feel good that way. I have really good energy. But I did have this fall. I do seem to be getting better. But if for some reason I noticed that it's not getting better, I probably will have it checked out. But I knew if I had to go get it checked out, I have an HMO insurance. So then you have to go to your doctor and then get a referral and then go in for x-rays. I'm like, it's just one thing after another. And I remember the good old days when you didn't even go to the doctor, or barely ever. But this is kind of what's happening. So I had this fall. It didn't prevent me from working because I can sit while I'm doing my demos if I want. But I actually feel better standing, which I know sounds weird. But it's just mostly when I sit down or if I extend my leg out, okay? I know that sounds kind of strange, but it's on the inside of my knee. So anyway, and my husband and I are getting older, so we're navigating all of that. We've got all these things that we need coming up. And, you know, I don't know if you guys ever feel this way, but I kind of just feel like I'm standing up against a wall and somebody throws a ball at me. And another ball gets thrown at me. And then all of a sudden, a bunch of balls are being thrown at me all at once. And I'm trying to catch them and juggle them. And then I'm trying to prioritize what's the most important thing. And it is difficult. Now you know why people say so much, hey, I put my health last on the totem pole, because you got all this stuff you're trying to navigate. And so it gets kind of crazy. Now tonight, I'm going to come back for the weigh-in. I'm going to tell you a few things about that this evening. But, you know, just keep my husband and I, if you would, in your prayers for our health, because, you know, we want to make sure that I'm able to walk. That's a good thing, especially with all the things I have going on. My husband, like I said, is doing really well. So we're all doing okay, but there's a lot of things coming up with our budget. We're being slammed with a bunch of things. We're able to navigate it so far. We're taking care of that. and health related stuff. And it's a lot to have on you all at one time, if that makes sense. It'd be nice to have a little bit of a breather in between each thing. Let me know if any of you can relate to this. So I really appreciate you guys listening. I try to keep most of my videos short. I do love and appreciate you. And please come back for health update this evening. I'm going to do a quick weigh-in, check-in, and let you know what's going on. I love you guys. Bye.